She-Hulk Attorney at Law is a very interesting Marvel show for me to talk about because I'm very divided on how I feel regarding it. On the one hand, it's not really the type of show that I like, and I didn't enjoy the majority of the season. I didn't think it was very good or very entertaining. On the other hand, however, I think it's fun that the MCU is doing something different, that their shows don't all feel the same, that they are trying different styles, and so I thought that was very creative. So there's kind of a mix of good and bad throughout this entire season. I want to start by talking about the few things that I did enjoy. One of the things that I liked about the series is that it gives She-Hulk a very interesting connection to the rest of the Marvel Universe. Being an attorney, she ends up interacting with several characters that we already know because of her job, not so much because of the fact that she's a superhero. And so it was fun to see her have interactions with characters like the Abomination, Wong, Daredevil, and of course she has interactions with Hulk at the beginning as that's her cousin. And so I thought that was really creative, and I really liked that aspect of the show. I also enjoyed when the characters that we already know made cameos, because they tended to be a lot more entertaining parts than what you get with the rest of the series. Particularly when Daredevil makes his appearance in episode 8. I love that character, I love his show, and once again, when he comes onto this series, he kind of steals the episode away from her, and he is kind of the main focus and the thing that sticks out the most in that one. But he was wonderful. I absolutely love him. Another thing that I thought was really fun about this show is the fact that with each episode you kind of get these introductions of smaller heroes or people that are trying to be heroes and are kind of having these issues. And I thought that those were kind of fun. I didn't enjoy all of them. I liked some more than others. But the idea of people wanting to be superheroes in a world where they really are superheroes seemed like a pretty plausible idea to me, and I thought that that was a great way that they could take this show. Now, in regards to things that I didn't like in the series, one of my biggest complaints is that I don't really feel like there's an overarching main story to this season. It gets to the finale, and it just kind of has a bunch of stuff going in, and then some stuff happens that she totally changes everything, and it's just weird, and it was kind of creative. I kind of liked it, but it didn't feel like it really had anything to do with the rest of the show. What you could consider being the main plot of the series could probably get told in about 3 or 4 episodes, and there's 9. So the rest of these episodes are just telling their own little unique stories. I just didn't really enjoy those as much. There's a lot of episodes that kind of lost my attention that I didn't end up caring for throughout the entirety of the run. This is actually the first Marvel show that I've viewed where I didn't have a desire to continue watching it. I actually fell behind on this series several times and had to go and watch several episodes to get myself caught back up. But those are kind of the main things that bothered me about it. I also wasn't the biggest fan of the character of She-Hulk. I thought that she was okay, but if she never makes an appearance in the MCU again, I'm not really going to be entirely disappointed. The other thing with this show is that on the cleanliness side, it's really, for the most part, pretty clean. There's a little bit of swearing. There's a little bit of action. The action's not super violent. It's not gory in any way. It's pretty standard Marvel action. There's some parts that occur at the bar, and there's, drinking, but it's not anything major. The thing that bothered me in regards to this one is in the sex and nudity side of the stuff. Now, there isn't actually any sex or nudity in this show. You don't have to really worry about any of that. But there are several references to that kind of stuff. There are several times when you see She-Hulk with other people, and while it doesn't show anything, you do know what's going on. And what I really didn't like about it is the fact that all of these instances are when she meets a person, she meets a man for the first time, and then at the end of the episode, after like one day, she's sleeping with them. And so I really was not a fan of that because I don't agree with that lifestyle. I don't like the fact that that's being shown. I understand that that's obviously part of her character in the comics, that she does do things like that, but still it just kind of bothered me. I didn't really enjoy that. So it was kind of a very mixed bag for me overall on this season, and in the end, I'm going to go ahead and give this one a C-. Reason I give it a C- is because, like I said, it's pretty standard, middle of the road, but it leans definitely more towards the bad for me, and for that reason, I just can't recommend it. But anyways, guys, have you had the opportunity to see She-Hulk? If you have, let us know in the comments what you thought. Be sure to look forward to more reviews coming soon, and I will see you all in the next one.